Hello, everyone, and welcome to Calvin Crawford and the Jersey Guy. I'm here with my boy Kenny, and of course, our favorite Jersey guy, Tom.
Yes.
And guess what time it is, everybody?
It's Christmas time.
It's the holidays.
Yes. Merry Christmas,
yes,
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Son of all.
Yeah. Oh, you like that? You like that? You like that? You like that?
Yeah.
Season of all.
Yeah.
So we have a guest with us tonight,
Yes. Welcome, guest.
and it's also going to be his third time as well.
Is it
on
three
the
times
podcast.
already?
Yes.
Oh, forget. We got to get him out of here.
So
We can't have him here that
We
many
have
times.
two tied right now.
Yeah.
Frankie, how are you, my friend?
Gentlemen, how we doing?
How you doing?
Merry Christmas.
What's going on?
Merry
Happy
Christmas,
Hanukkah.
brother. Yes.
Happy holidays.
Yes. All that good
Happy
stuff.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yes, that's my favorite. Festivus for the rest of us, man. Yes. How you doing, Frank? Everything good, brother?
Everything's great. Kenny, thank you.
Yes.
Hey, you know
yes.
what? If we're going to do Festivus, we have to do the airing of grievances. I had a lot enough of you people,
That's right.
and you're going to hear about it.
Yeah. That was the best, man. That was the best. Yep. So, Lou, tell us what today's episode is about, brother.
The holidays.
Oh, you did say the holidays. My fault.
Dude,
Yeah,
See what happens?
Yeah.
We got a little
The
bit too
happy
cheery
I'm sorry.
before.
We're
the
having
year.
technical difficulties.
No, we got
Yeah,
too
yeah.
cheery before the show started. Is what
Yeah, that's
happened.
exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So we're already festive.
Yes.
That's
yes,
right.
Yes. But I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you, Frank, for coming on, brother. I'm glad you had time to hang out with us again.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm honored. A third time. Let me tell you, I'm very, very happy to be chatting with you guys, finishing off the year right.
Yes,
There we
definitely.
go. Yeah.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So today's episode, like we said, is about Christmas.
Well, no, the holidays.
Oh, the holidays. Okay, the
but
holidays
Christmas
as a
is
whole.
the main holiday, of course.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We don't know why. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
but then everybody else falls into place. You know,
Right.
of course.
Yep.
Hanukkah, Little Christmas.
Festivus.
Festivus. I believe, what is the other one?
Hanukkah.
No,
I
said
mean,
that.
what's
Come
the
on.
other one? There's one more.
Yes.
Christmas, Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, right?
Kwanzaa's at the end of the month.
Yes.
That's at the end. That's
Hanukkah
like right
and
before
Christmas
New Year's.
are on the same day this year,
right.
Yeah.
on the 25th. And then everything else just follows in how they follow the holiday, because everybody follows at a different time.
Yep.
I think Little Christmas is in the beginning of January.
What's Little Christmas?
It's a Greek Orthodox. Greek Orthodox.
Oh, because I know for the Spanish, it's January 6th. It's Three Kings Day.
Yeah, and that one too.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
they're all very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my
You
whole
know,
point is
I-
just that it's everybody is
And Huel.
everybody's
If you're pagan, Huel. Let's not forget Huel.
Yeah, that's
Yule,
right. Don't forget pagan. Everybody's got a holiday to
Yeah.
celebrate, so
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is nice. It's just
Yeah.
not the one, but it's all of them, which is
Yeah.
great.
Well, this is the grooviest time of the year. And Frank,
Yeah, of
you can
course.
speak on too, because I mean, you know what? This is the one time of the year where no matter what race, creed, or religion you are, that everybody's at some kind of peace.
And you know
Exactly.
what? Also,
Yeah, and go ahead, Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, it's like the end of the year, so it's usually like a time to reflect on the whole year. You know,
Right.
what-
Exactly.
Absolutely.
let's look at what happened. What we
Yep.
do in 2024.
Yeah.
Like that kind of
Right.
thing too. So,
Go ahead. Frank,
Yeah,
what were you
no,
gonna
for
say?
sure. For sure. And it doesn't matter which of the holidays, and each one means something special to whoever is, what you were brought up in life. But, it's just that one special time of year where everybody is just chilled.
Yes.
And everybody,
Mhm.
it's the kind of thing where you wish everybody was like that almost every day of
Yeah,
every,
for sure.
each year.
Mhm.
And, it's just always so wonderful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
Agreed.
What are you guys doing over there
So-
in Tennessee?
Oh, we're fighting the cold right now. It was a little chilly today, but we're we're hanging in there. But we're getting excited because we're buttoning things up here, and we're heading back down to Florida to be with family. We miss our family so much. As hard as we're trying to build something up here, with the hope that they'll all be here one day.
Right.
We just, we want to get back there and just celebrate the holiday.
Oh, so you're going to Florida for the holidays?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's-
yeah.
he's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
down.
yeah. My
Cool. Okay.
Yep.
my three of my daughters are down there. My mom and dad, my brother, which Louis is a close second to him. It's just about getting back down there, and it's funny. I'm 56 years old now, but when I go back there, and even though I have my children, it's the time of the year where I can actually revert back to when I was like 5 years old,
Yeah, yeah.
cutting open the presents,
Yes.
while mom and dad was
Yes.
sleeping. Oh, my brother and I would grab a razor blade or a knife and we'd cut open the gifts to find out what we're
Nice.
getting the next morning because we just couldn't wait an extra 4 hours.
Oh man.
That's
Some good times.
Yeah,
That
dude.
really.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
like such a great time growing up as a kid. That Christmas
Yeah.
and presents and
Yeah.
wow. I mean, it's like something magical about that.
Yeah, I mean, the presents are great. And I don't know if it's about getting older, but you start to remember about all the family get-togethers
Yeah, for sure.
and, people that may or may not be with us now. And you're just so thankful. It's just a wonderful time of year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Be thankful for all that we got, brother, man. That's it. You got a question, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, no, this was like 2024 for me was a hard ass year, bro. It was serious. So right now, like I said, laughing, joking, having a good time and being here, it's like, it was still a good year. It was still, it was groovy. You get to spend it with family and such. So yeah, Frank, you're on the money, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
But I think it's been like kind of up and down, like.
Oh, yeah, no,
it's
definitely.
Not always,
Yeah.
which is good. It's that roller coaster.
Ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
It just,
I will-
and hopefully, you just continue to.
Yeah, I got to be easy, bro, because I get super hyper and excited. So I always try to keep myself
Yeah, I've seen that.
calm down. Yeah, for the holidays especially. Yeah, dude, it's insane. I love it. Yeah, I do. I love the holidays. I don't tell the missus too much that I love it because then, she
Right.
would
Well,
get
now
crazy.
she's going to hit a podcast.
You know
Yeah.
what, Kenny, don't ever change that, brother. 'Cause that's the good stuff, man.
Yeah.
If I had a choice of, I don't know, going into a store and they say, oh, you could buy $1 million worth of stuff, or having those memories, those are I would pick the memories
yeah.
time
yeah.
and time again.
All day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, it was fun. Even like
So-
when I was a kid, like even just thinking about because Brooklyn. You with Jersey, you also in Brooklyn, and Frank in Brooklyn. It was like the fun, the thing. It was the little things, the small things that we didn't even think about, and now those are our biggest memories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I love
I
about
mean,
this time, of year-
when we were kids, and Louis, you maybe remember when we were kids. I mean, when Christmas time came around, it was like the perfect opportunity. Dad's like, "Okay, jump in the car, jump in the Caddo.
Yeah.
We're gonna drive up and down in Bay Ridge, and we're gonna see all the Christmas lights, which were phenomenal. And there's still an area that does that still to this day, which is incredible. But then as you got older, you started venturing into Manhattan. And when you got to the city during Christmas time, as much bad as you've heard or throughout the year, this specific time, you can go into the city and it's just absolutely magical.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't been there in a few years.
Dyker Heights, man.
But-
You go up there and you would see these
Oh, yeah.
houses that were ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For
Oh,
us,
yeah.
For
You
us,
just
we
go
used
up there
to
and
go
walk the neighborhood because
Yeah.
that's how nice it, or you drove. Like if it was cold,
Right.
your parents could put you in the car. Obviously, we weren't driving because at that
Yeah.
time we were like
Yeah,
young,
For us,
But it always continued. It always continued that
for
way.
us being in North Jersey, everybody used to go to Franklin Lakes, and like these houses, they were like they're
Right.
larger homes, but they would like go crazy. Like the one guy he would start doing his like decorations in like October, start putting them up, and he had like his whole house. He had this big huge property on a lake, and like he had like a lot of Elvis characters because I think he was an Elvis impersonator or something like that. So his house had all Elvis themed stuff. But
Would you kind of drive through
like
it?
the
Or
whole neighborhood was like that. And people would just drive around.
I love that. That was the best, one of my favorite things of the holiday. Growing up, and my father would be in the hallway decorating. He would have his records playing, and he had everything already set up where he knew what was going on. It was always the same thing, but it always looked nice in here. The tree looked good. The menorah was on the other side of the building. Yeah. Then you had the Rudolph on the wall, and he had all these different things, and he's got his records playing, and he's listening to the music. Yeah, see, that's awesome.
He always took pride in that. That's and that's what I'm talking about, right? You know, memories are the greatest thing. Not that you're not looking forward to creating new memories,
right?
But
exactly.
you know, the older you get, you think about the older stuff, and it just makes you enjoy the new memory that's created that much more.
Yeah, right. And then it reminds you of an old one. Whatever's happening, you know, it just pops in your head, and you're like, oh, you know, this reminds me of so and so when we were little, and you know, whatever it might be. You know, I get that all the time. Yeah, it was, you know, but I love that. That's what's great about having that, where it's there. You didn't lose it, right? But then something just gets it going, and you know, you're like, oh, that's cool, nice.
Well, you know, it's also about, you know, passing on to the younger generations, you know, the gifts that we've been given in life. I know my daughters. All three of them, they're just have this ingrained in them over, you know, the time growing up of stuff and seeing what Nancy and I have done during Christmas time. And, you know, you get that, and you know the season is starts when your daughter sends you a text, oh, 53 days to Christmas, you know, and you know, and you just have this kind of countdown. Yeah. You know, it's just awesome.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I figure we could talk about? We could talk about what's your like favorite Christmas movies. Like what's your, so maybe we can all go around and talk about like,
in my head,
what's your like, let's do like, I know, you know, it's funny before we
It's
talk
a Wonderful
about
Life
that,
is probably one of my favorites.
Before we talk about it, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, there's this new movie on Netflix, Carry On. I don't know if you saw it.
No.
Oh, it's really? Where Jason Bateman.
Oh, that's Jason Bateman.
Yeah, he plays a villain.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, it takes place during Christmas and stuff like that. So like if Die Hard's a Christmas movie, that's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But I figure like we should name like our top 3 favorite Christmas. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit.
Okay, sure.
So like I'll start. So my top 3 would be Christmas Story.
Right.
Because that's a movie I kind of grew up with.
I love that shit.
Around.
Okay.
And a lot of it's just stuff.
That's already enough. Probably all our top 3 right now. I'm thinking
Christmas Vacation.
Absolutely.
Chevy Chase.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking classic.
Yes.
And then one's a newer movie, Elf.
Elf.
That's my top 3.
I would think Elf
we
for
watch
me,
it every year.
For me, right. Those are good, and it's in my top 5 for sure. But It's a Wonderful Life is definitely would be 3 on me.
Okay.
So what you got? So what? It's
What's
Wonderful Life.
It's Wonderful Life.
Right.
You just named pretty much most of the Christmas Story. I like
Christmas Vacation or Elf.
I love Elf. Elf is great.
Which would be 3?
Right. Okay. Fair enough. What do you think, Ken?
Oh, for me, my number 1 movie is It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay,
like I
absolutely.
can recite that movie.
I like that movie.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
It's not my mandatory.
Yeah, no, that's my number
like
1.
it.
I watch that shit every year, bro.
Okay.
Gotta watch it.
Right.
And then Die Hard.
Die Hard.
And then The Christmas Story.
Oh, Christmas
Story.
Yeah.
And what do you got?
What do you got, Frank? What are your 3 movies?
I got to tell you, you guys are definitely hitting on all of the right movies.
Yeah.
I'd say my top 3 being Elf, 2 being Christmas Vacation, but one you guys didn't mention is, and it's a family thing because, you know, it's something we throw on Christmas Eve when everybody's stuffed and falling asleep, but it's a Christmas Carol. Most people know it as Scrooged.
Absolutely. Yeah. I forgot about that. You know, that's on the top 5.
And, you know, the thing is, to us,
that's my 5.
And it's a tradition thing.
Which one?
The only one that exists.
Which is your favorite? Right.
But which one?
That's the black and white one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the black and white one. I mean, they colorized it, but
no, it's not the same.
It's like watching a Disney cartoon.
Yeah,
so,
that's the best one. That's the best one.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
but I do like. I do like, not to interrupt you, Frank. Scrooged with Jim Carrey, the animated. I watch it every year because I love it. Because it's favorite. It's a favorite. It's really a favorite. Probably in my top 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
No,
he does it really well.
Yeah, that was definitely a good one.
Yeah.
But honestly, now that I'm thinking about my girls, I could tell you the Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol is just as good.
Right.
They all bring the same tears to your eyes,
right.
And just makes you feel good internally, which is a great thing.
Yeah,
being a kid in the 80s, so like I grew up with Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, that's
one of my favorites.
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It was so weird because instead of it being like the traditional, it was like updated. Like it was like a weird taxi cab driver for the past.
His boss kicks the cat.
And then, and then that lady, the like that weird. She was like that weird fairy.
Oh, I loved her. She was from Taxi.
From Taxi, yes.
Yeah,
dude, that
is.
Yeah,
so look. Christmas movies, there's a ton of them.
Yep.
And that probably was the first one that my wife and I watched because we're like, okay, it's after Thanksgiving. My wife has a very strict rule. No Christmas movies or Christmas music until after Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
So it was the day after Thanksgiving. I think we Scrooge was probably the first one that we watched because that is just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good movie, man. Bill Murray's the best, bro.
Yeah, over here by me in Middletown, they have a tree lighting thing, a parade and all that stuff in the downtown Middletown, and there's an old school movie theater, and they used to show It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah. So even the kids were like, "It's a Wonderful Life," and everybody's running. I'm trying to get I'm like kicking little kids out the way, trying to get in there. I've
seen that one colorized too.
Yeah, well, I don't like the colorized one, but at the movie theater they played the original, the black and white one. They didn't do it this year, bro.
Yeah, you know what they did? What they do here every year?
What?
The fire department drives around with Santa on the back on the truck.
Yeah, they do that.
And they drive around and they go through all the neighborhoods with Santa with the sirens and everything.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and everybody comes out and races to Santa.
That's groovy. Yeah.
In my town, they did that, and they used to give out these giant candy canes. Yeah. They were like the giant size ones.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what I'm thinking? Now that we think about it, Frank, bro, for you out there in Tennessee, how different is Christmas for you in Tennessee than it is when you're living over here in Brooklyn
or in Florida?
Yep. Or in Florida. Like, which one is, like, how different are they?
Well, I mean, it's definitely different in the sense that we don't get to drive around and see, all the holiday decor. But, it exists. Don't get me wrong. I mean, but they're far in between. There's, half a mile between each house. So, but the great thing about it though, is they still do it. I mean, they're going, yeah, okay, I'm out here in the country, but I don't care. I'm going to decorate, and they decorate them from one car passes in 5 days. They seeing what I've done. It's more about just keeping the spirit, which is a comforting thing. Now, growing up in Brooklyn and even in Florida, I mean, everybody knew our place, our house was going to look ridiculous because I had all these things up, and I used to take these pictures, and we had the music playing, and even the rabbi who lived across the street from me was like, "Very nice," and I'm going, if that's not peace in the making, I don't know what is.
Yeah, man.
So
that is
all
hilarious.
Good stuff. You ever see that cartoon? You ever see that cartoon with Santa when he walks into a Jewish household?
No.
And he walks in, and the guy goes, "Oh, wrong house." He goes, "Wrong house, my toches.
Yeah.
Sit down, have some coffee."
No shit.
I swear to God. Sit down, but what are you in a rush for? Yeah, we know who you are. Come on in. Yeah, he's a mensch. They love him.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, no, I mean, even like for me. So when I left Brooklyn, I moved to Florida, and the first year, I did not know it was Christmas because it was so
Warm.
freaking hot.
Right. It was weird. I was down there for Christmas
Dude,
too.
oh my God, it threw me off. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
it's
the
like-
hell's going on?
yeah.
Like, what do you mean
This
it's
is not
Christmas?
right, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, listen, I'll agree with you guys 1,000% because what I used to do when I lived in Florida is I would actually drop the air conditioner down as far as it could go, okay? Because we would always have these ugly Christmas sweater contests, and one place I had a fireplace, and I go, oh, well, I'm not going to be able to light this fireplace if it's 90 degrees outside. So it would literally be about 50 degrees in the house,
Right.
just so we could light a fire.
There you
Because
go.
there's just something about waking up Christmas morning or even partying during Christmas Eve, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And just have that fire going. It's kind of special.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Christmas. I mean, granted, I'm not taking away from anybody that lives in the warmer climates. I'm just saying for us personally that we're in the Northeast and
It's
having
snowing
that big
today.
Cold, yeah, it was snowing. It is snowing,
And it's
now,
cold.
bro.
It's
Yeah.
cold, man.
It's like I think it was 31 when I pulled up over here.
Was it? It's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
down to like, I think it's going to be like 16
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah, no shit. Yeah,
Ooh.
Cool. Good. I get to wear the good.
Well,
coat tomorrow.
it's funny.
We're having
I
a heat
started-
wave, tropical heat wave.
As long as I lived in Florida, and now we're in Tennessee. So, we wake up and they go, oh, okay, today's high is going to be 45. And you go, oh, 45, not bad.
Yeah.
Well, it got to 45, but on the app, this is the first time I've ever seen this. Okay, the temperature's 45, but it feels like 22.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
That's
What?
insane.
when did that start?
Yo, that's crazy. How did
You used to get that when we lived in the city.
Not that 20 degrees difference.
It would be more like a 10 degree.
Yeah,
It would be
yeah.
like it's 20, but it feels like 10.
Yeah, the wind blowing. And
we had
whatnot, it's
and we had
blustery.
some cold winters in
Yeah,
Brooklyn,
we
bro.
did.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Yep.
Brutal.
Well,
Because
for
you're
you,
next
I
to the
know.
river too.
You lived in
Well,
Jersey, so
but
you had
you
the
in
same thing we were
Jersey.
getting.
Had to be
yes,
bananas.
we'd get the same snowfall, but like it's usually colder I know in Manhattan it's colder, probably in Brooklyn too because it's surrounded by water.
No,
So no, it wouldn't get colder.
Manhattan, it was.
Oh no,
that bad,
Manhattan
bro.
got cold. Manhattan
Well,
got cold.
but
When you were
depending on
walking
where
through
you
there and it
were.
was windy,
But depending on where you
the
were,
wind. Yeah.
if you're by the
Well,
water,
no,
Right.
you know what it was?
The wind.
You would walk around in Manhattan and, like Louie and I, we know this firsthand. We'll walk down the street. The wind
Cuts
would
you right.
just cut down those streets
mm-hmm.
and just saw right through you.
Oh, yeah.
right,
Your
And-
face would
and-
hurt.
right,
yeah, it would.
Yeah. I mean, it was just brutal.
Right.
right.
You
But
would put the collar up and
yeah,
like
you know,
Right.
so
but-
over your face.
We had the
so
leather
you-
bombers back
yeah,
then.
yeah.
But it was depending on which way the wind was coming, though, because if the wind was coming north to south, you couldn't walk on the avenues. Because then
Yeah.
you're right. But if
Yeah.
and you walk on the side streets, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, of course, right.
Right.
You knew that, but sometimes
Yeah.
you have to turn
you
down
had to
that
turn
street.
every once in a while, right? And you
Yeah,
put the,
yeah.
You
put
can't
your
avoid
foot
it,
in.
you know?
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can man up if it was hitting you from behind.
Right.
But
yeah.
when it was hitting you from the front, it's
yeah,
like,
that's
You even
Okay.
walk into school, You'd walk to
Oh, I
school and it'd be brutal out.
know.
And by the time you couldn't open your fingers because they were frozen to your books.
Yeah, to your books, to the dungaree looking loose leaf book.
Right.
Yeah, did you?
Oh, remember that? Oh, wow. The
It was
denim. The denim one.
It was a denim loose leaf book.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh, the little super little tiny ones and with the trapper keepers and shit.
Oh, my God.
oh man, Kenny. Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
I remember my first trapper keeper was a Redskins trapper keeper, and I'm like, I don't even like football.
You see, that's
but it
the
was the
funniest.
coolest thing.
That's
I
funny.
had like one of those trapper keepers from like the 80s. I just had like all just like 80s designs on it. It was all like weird squiggly lines with like aqua color and like yellow.
See, that's funny because that's what I got for Christmas
and like
one year.
pink, it was all like
Yeah.
80s color.
That is
Right.
It was just like
hilarious.
these
Because everybody was wearing them, too.
Yeah.
I don't
was
know what
just-
it was. It was just like this, or was that 90s? Maybe I'm thinking 90s.
Maybe it was the
Early-
90s having one for
late
the
80s, early 90s,
Yeah.
maybe.
So
yeah.
now we know
I
what
don't know.
then what was your favorite gift?
My favorite gift.
Ooh, that would be.
Oh,
my,
man.
Yeah, there's got to be
it
one
was,
thing.
My Nintendo.
Nintendo.
I don't know if it was
Wow, that's a
mine
good
was
one,
Super
Kenny.
Nintendo.
I never even thought of
When
that.
because when Super Nintendo came out,
Yeah.
I was like, wow. And
Dude.
my parents bought me I don't know if that was the first or second year. I had the gun. The Super Nintendo gun was like a scope.
with the duck.
All right,
no,
Tom, you let us know you're younger than us.
Yeah,
with
so
the
he
Super
did, yeah.
Nintendo.
Okay, so wait. No, you're gonna hold yours. I want yours last. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna use right. Frank, what was your favorite toy? Or whatever gift. Whatever was your favorite gift?
Yeah, a gift. It doesn't have to be a toy.
Yeah.
All right. So I got to tell you, when I was a young child, I was just absolutely crazy for the $6 Million Man.
Oh yeah,
and I know which one you got too, bro. Yep. And you had the one that he had the hole in the back of his head, and you could look through his eye, right? That's one you had.
That is correct.
Yeah.
He had the motor too. To put in his arm.
My mom and dad, God bless them, they bought it for me, and I was just absolutely in love with it. And then, funny enough, you know, as we get older and we move on, you know, you kind of let those things kind of fall wayside.
Yep.
My brother, God bless him, last year as we were moving up here, I get a package in the mail, and I open it up, and what is it? It's a original $6 Million Man doll,
bro.
And let me tell you, he stands in my workshop where I go in there and I create stuff, and it's just a very special part of my life
absolutely.
right now. I got to tell
man.
you.
That's awesome.
Yo, you just made
I got
me
one for you.
I wish I had like one of my
a couple for you.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm listening, dude.
So my favorite toy,
Right.
of all time,
Right.
would absolutely be my big wheel.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
My big wheel.
Okay.
My father, we lived in an apartment building,
Yeah.
and we had a ramp, and my father was super.
Yeah.
So I would go out the back gate, go out to the sidewalk in front of the building, come back around, and then go down the hill.
Yeah.
And then I spin out.
Yep.
Right? I'd be all over the place. My father would be working. He would just let me just run around all day doing that shit. Yeah, he knew where I was.
So you on the big wheel, bro. You had the handlebar that you could pull it so that you could
the brake,
like do donuts.
Yeah, the
brake.
No, I didn't have that because I had the earlier one, but I still knew how to skid out. Though I knew how to do it.
Yeah.
Going down the thing,
bro.
You know, it was cool.
So before I give you my answer, so you know that there's an adult version of the big
yes, they
wheels
do,
now, and they have.
I came up with that
thing.
idea, just so you know.
This guy, yeah, I think you did too. They have a whole thing out west where you could get an adult size.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
So the front wheel is rubber. So this way you can steer as you're going down the curvy, road, the blacktop, and the back wheels are the plastic. So this way you can drift and skid out and shit as you went on the hill.
Snap.
Yeah, it's fucking great, bro. I saw that thing. Yeah. So my favorite gift that I ever got for when I was a kid growing up was a bicycle, because then that was when I left the neighborhood. And everybody else was staying stuck in the neighborhood. And when my mom wasn't looking, I'm going to order. So I went to Borough Park. I went to Bay Ridge. Somewhere. Yeah, you saw me, bro. Whizzing right by. I went to Flatbush. Like I started going around to all these places. Yeah. And then, so that was my favorite gift because it taught me to want to leave the neighborhood.
You know what? Yeah, that getting a bike was cool.
Yeah, man.
You know what? Because like we used to drive.
I had a bike.
In the
I got a bike.
Burbs, like the way we would find all our friends.
Right.
We would just
so not everybody had a bike
to someone's
too.
house,
right?
And because we didn't know where everybody was, sometimes we would ride a bike around to each house, and then when we see the pile of bikes,
we knew exactly what it was.
Right. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah,
just this pile of bikes.
Everybody had a bike when we were growing up in Brooklyn. Frank, all of us did.
No, definitely. I mean, yeah, Kenny, I mean, you definitely flashed me back. I woke up Christmas morning and there was a bike there and there was this bag hanging on the frame. And I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever gotten. I can't believe it.
Right.
What's this bag here? My dad was like, those are extra parts.
Yeah.
And I come to find, like that day when I started riding, that they were the brakes.
Okay.
Or
nice.
The reflectors.
Should have brought it to my house. My father would have put it together for you.
Listen, no, don't get me wrong. The thing is, and the only reason why I understand is because now, after all these years of putting together gifts,
right,
for my children,
right,
at 2:00 in the morning after having, half a bottle of Bacardi.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
you're like, okay, I'll take care of this tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I understand, but it was definitely, and again, it just goes to the memories that you have.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. It was like I said, for me as a kid, that was my favorite.
I have another one.
Go ahead.
You guys are gonna love
As
this.
a kid or as an adult?
As a kid.
Okay, go
my
ahead.
favorite toy. But I was also able to get it like Frankie did as an adult.
Okay.
And I have it.
Go ahead.
Evil Knievel.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's right. You do have that. You
That was
fucker.
the
I forgot about that.
best toy.
Yeah, the one
You could do anything to this thing. It would bounce off walls and just drive.
You know, that's why
Oh, bro, you gotta post a video of him like jumping over,
Oh, but they do it on
the sidewalk or something.
Yeah.
Frank, there's somewhere on social media where there is somebody, I think it's on our Instagram. They might be on our Instagram. We follow them.
Right.
And it's videos of people jumping Evil Knievel off these crazy jumps from windows. Stupid. I mean, with ramps and everything. It's amazing. And they make the jump. And they make the jump.
Dude, I'm
It's
surprised
crazy.
you haven't done it out your window
Yo,
and shit
bro,
yet,
but not me. I still have it put it in the closet. But when I watch them online, you're like, wow, these people really, they're getting into it.
Man. Oh, dude, I'm waiting for the.
But that was a
comeback for
great
that
toy,
shit.
though. That was a great
that was
toy.
an awesome toy. I had one of those too. Man. I used to, but see, for me, my bicycle, even though I had the Evil Knievel, the same like you have, I used to ride my bicycle in my apartment because my mom wouldn't let me take it outside because she wasn't, she wasn't home or whatever. So then I had to ride it in the I was riding it in the living room.
Then she's all right, go outside, right? Because she got to know you're driving.
No, because she wasn't home. So when she would come home and walk in the door and she sees me riding the bike, she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
There's a big,
All in
big
Spanish.
brown circle in the carpet.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much. And she's like, "Get the fuck outside." So then I'm gonna tell you a funny story. I took that. So because I got the bike for Christmas, I take it outside. It was a little bit snowy. Everything was cool and groovy, whatever. There was like this in front of a fire hydrant. There was a leak, so the water froze. So I got a dirt bike. So I'm thinking, nothing's gonna make me fall. I got knobby tires.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
Bro, I go over the little bit of ice. I slid underneath the car and I jump up limping. And I'm looking for scratches, make sure the bike wasn't messed up or nothing. I didn't give a shit about the car. I was like, not the bike. Yeah, it was that Christmas, that Christmas that I got it, bro. Oh,
Right.
it was freaking great.
That's crazy.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Kenny, there ain't a one of us that is listening to this that isn't like doesn't have that flashing through their mind. That specific moment is like what you're just talking about.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Jumping ramps. Oh my God, jumping the ramps.
I did it with my bike. Listen, we have another thing we follow is where 80s or Gen X kids or whatever, right? And you see the bike, you see this kid going off a ramp he made with plywood.
Right.
And some cinder blocks or whatever he found, all right, on a bike, got the crazy handlebars, right? And going over, and everybody's sitting on the lawn watching you do it, right? Even your parents, your mother's sitting there watching you. And remember, Frank, I'm not making this up because they have actual pictures. And I remember saying, oh shit, I did that. Bro. I remember building a ramp and jumping off of this thing, trying to do it,
And they, it's like not these elaborate ramps.
No, they were
pads are nice enough. It was, a cinder block and a plank of wood, that you went and go do it.
Jump over somebody's garbage cans.
12 inches off the ground and skated off and, you got a raspberry on your knee. You're like, yeah.
I did it. Yeah,
I did it. Is right.
That's a funny, man.
Yeah.
All right, next question. You ready?
Yeah, let's see.
All right.
Favorite Christmas song?
Oh, that's crazy, man.
wow.
I would have to say my favorite,
Right.
and we just played one of them,
Right.
Okay? I have a bunch of them, but I like Tony Bennett's version of, what the hell is the name of that song?
It wasn't that
From The
favorite,
Sound of the Music. You know the song, Frank.
The Sound of Music?
Yeah.
A Christmas song from The Sound of Music. I don't know.
I'm going to have to look it up. Huh?
Now he's going to have to look it up.
I'm going to have to look it up.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So maybe
I can't believe I can't remember it.
You see, that's a tough one. That's a real tough one because there's so many great songs. I guess
Absolutely.
like I always like Jingle Bell Rock. When I was a kid.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
not
it's
a
different.
specific version. Because
Right.
I used to do. I was in the school chorus,
Oh,
so I was like singing that song too.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I
kind
could
of
deal with that. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell. All right, Tom, Frank, talk to us. What's yours?
No, that song definitely deserves respect. But if I had to, wrap in like memories and growing up and everything, I would have to say Frank Sinatra's Jingle Bells. I could see, I'm driving my girls to kindergarten and school when they were young, and I'd have that on, and they would just be, smile from ear to ear. And I got to tell you, that's one of the greatest memories that I have in my life. So
That's awesome.
Frank Sinatra, Jingle Bells. If you don't know it,
That's good.
Listen to it.
J-I-N-G-L-E bells.
that is correct. I think I tortured you a few
J-I-N-G-L-E
nights with
bells.
That sounds more
Lou, I
right,
think
yeah.
you got a hidden talent there.
Yeah, seriously, it does. Yeah. What's
Well,
the
so I
song?
found the
know
song,
what?
bro.
Go ahead,
Here we
What
go.
is it? Okay, what is it?
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
Who is that?
My favorite things.
Oh,
yeah.
Tony Bennett.
All right.
That was from
That's
the Sound of
good.
Music.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
have to turn it off.
Yeah.
Copyright.
We're gonna get sued over.
We're gonna get sued. Yeah, turn it
I
off.
did it.
15, less than 15 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
It might have went 16.
Yeah. Just saying.
No.
Yeah. See,
So, but you know what's
So how much time do we have left, guys?
10
I
minutes.
really got
we
to
got about
touch
2
on the
minutes.
subject.
10 minutes, but I really just want to
Why, what's up?
one memorable mention.
Absolutely. We got
is,
time. I mean, 10
is-
minutes is a long time. Just don't hang it up.
Not my favorite song, but I want to mention all the memes about it. Is she's thawing? They always say she's thawing out, and it's always Mariah Carey because
Oh, yeah.
because like we're stuck listening to that song every year. Everybody's like, oh,
Yeah. I
See,
actually
there's
love
funny
that song,
memes.
though.
I know,
funny.
but it's funny because there's a lot of memes about that. I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah,
you
there
saw
is.
it.
Yeah, it is.
There
a
is.
bunch.
Oh my God.
No, see, well, I'm going to mess you guys up because for me, I grew up on a disco album.
Ooh.
It's a holly
Christmas.
jolly
Nope.
Christmas.
It was a group, Sal Soul Orchestra, and they had a disco. Yeah,
The one
thank
with
you.
the girl on the
Yes,
front with
the green cover.
yeah.
I fucking love you, Frank. I love you, man.
Oh, get it. That was the best. Are you
Yes,
kidding me?
I love that album, man.
Wow.
Yes, thank you,
I
Frank,
forgot
for
about
knowing that,
that.
bro. Yeah,
I forgot about
Bro,
that.
it used to be out because Christmas Eve we used to go out to Staten Island to
Yeah.
my Aunt Kitty and my Uncle Junior's house,
Uh-huh.
and he always had that
Yes,
album on,
man. Yes.
and it was rocking.
Yeah, bro. I have it on my playlist right now to listen.
And then, I'm gonna order it right as soon as I get off this. I'm gonna download that.
Yeah, dude,
Right.
just go to Pandora. If you have Pandora, just go to Salsa Orchestra and they give you the holiday.
Right, you should
or
be able
they'll
to find
give
it.
you the it's either the holiday one. They give you a choice. So
Oh man!
or they give you
Kenny,
the regular
you
old
just-
one. Yeah.
Oh my God! You just brought me back like
yeah.
40 years, bro.
I know, dude. We used to sing the
Unbelievable.
whole thing. I'm at work and I'm singing it. Doom, doom, doom.
That's it.
Yeah. Yes, it was the greatest, man. And it always brought a tear to my eye because the last song on the album
Right.
was like Little Drummer Boy, and they
Right.
did like a whole thing like, I love this song, like I love this music.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's so good.
freaking great.
So good.
Yeah, what was it you wanted to talk about now, Frank? You said you had something else you wanted to come bring up.
So, holiday season, big foodie time,
Oh shit.
Food.
So I want to start with I want to talk a little bit about food and
Okay.
what people, what you guys eat and all of that. So,
Okay. Well, you go first.
but I
then.
do
It was
want to
yours.
give something. I thought of this for Tom because I know Tom is suffering from a little bit of a toothache. So here's a corny Christmas joke for you, Tom.
All right.
What is a vegan's favorite Christmas carol?
What?
Soy to the world.
That's a good one.
I like
That
that.
is great. That is
Wow.
funny,
Wow.
bro. That is great.
I would be lying if I said that tofu wasn't like a regular staple in our house.
Really?
So, oh yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
actually on the way home,
I believe
bought
it.
3 blocks of
Did
tofu.
you really?
This guy.
Yeah, we eat tofu. Like
I believe it.
So
That's crazy.
That is hilarious. So
I'm
then, what's your favorite turkey? Yeah, well, the turkey. I mean, what's your favorite food for or dinner for the holidays, bro?
Well,
Frank?
I know that, I know everybody listening, may not know it, but I'm actually from Italian descent.
No.
So,
I thought you were French.
yeah. You got that French accent.
Yeah.
A nice Jewish boy.
yeah. So, every year, Christmas Eve is usually the biggest thing, from Italian perspective. We do the 7 fishes dinner.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And even though I don't think we've actually ever had 7 different fishes, and one of the main ones is a salted cod called bacala.
Yeah, bacalao.
Which I was never really a big fan of, but my grandmother, my mom, my dad, the whole family growing up, Christmas Eve, it would be stuffed calamari. It would be linguine and clams,
Okay.
white sauce. It would be a fried shrimp, stuffed shrimp, battered shrimp.
Right. Oh, God.
And in the early days, we actually used to order fried rice and lobster sauce from Lucky Star.
Oh, around 18th Avenue.
Yeah, on 18th Avenue.
We went there all the time, bro.
Just closed. Yeah, they only just closed not too long ago.
Wow, they were around forever.
It's just those memories.
Yeah.
Of eating that stuff on Christmas Eve. And Christmas Eve, when I remember when I was younger that Christmas Eve, it wasn't a whole lot of people. It was really more, immediate family that was there. But as time goes on and obviously we create life and we get the gifts of life, more and more people start to come, and you just try to pass that along. Those are the things that stick in my head. Christmas Day, nowadays, it's like, okay, you wake up, where's the aspirin?
Yeah.
You open the gifts and you have the eggnog and you go, okay, a little hair of the dog to get you straight.
I think for me, I think, I don't mean to interrupt, Frank, because you've got me thinking about the food. And I think for me, growing up, and when I go to different friends' houses, every house was different.
Mm-hmm.
Someone made something different. Their house was different as far as the tree. I got to experience all that different, those things growing up when I was able to go to different my friend's house. If I went to Anthony Keynes and Aries, it was different. His mother was making probably, it was an Italian dish, of course.
Yeah.
Frank, of course, his family, grandma with her pasta vazol, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that was always good. And then, of course, and the cookies. She had the sesame cookies, Frank.
Oh, cookies.
Yeah.
Those were the best cookies, man. I swear to God, they were phenomenal. She was the one to turn me on to actually turn me on to, because I buy them now still because of that.
Right.
Because it's like one of my favorite cookies. I see them, I'm like, oh, I got to get those. Obviously, they're not the same, but the fact that, like Frankie was saying earlier, that memory is in my mind is something I like.
Right.
I see it, and it brings you that, it gives you that, it gets you to go back and just enjoy the feeling you had when you were
right, definitely
at that moment, which is what we should be doing.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And especially this time of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Oh, so you want to know me, the vegan?
Yeah.
Of
so
course.
like for us, because you know what, we grew up with like doing a holiday ham or doing a turkey, so we just get like the vegan ones.
Okay.
So like Tofurkey has like a vegan ham, it's good. And what's funny? My buddy, I didn't think of doing it. It comes with like this maple glaze or whatever. My buddy Steve, he throws out the maple glaze. He does it with the pineapple and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. Because I was by his house. He made that on Thanksgiving. And I was like, holy shit. It is with the pineapple. It tastes way fucking better. I'm
Wow.
not using their stupid maple. You know?
Yeah.
But sometimes we'll also they make holiday roasts. Like Gardein makes a holiday roast, which is like, it's funny. It's like a stuffed like tube. And the outside is like a vegan turkey that's like breaded, and the middle is like
They really
stuffing.
they do a really
Stuffing. So
that's pretty cool.
And then you just make slices out of it.
Right.
So it's cool. So you get like this ring with like stuffing in the middle and like the
Nice.
turkey or like the the faux meat. You know, on the outside. Yeah.
That is the funniest shit ever, bro. Yeah, listen. Well, I grew up mostly Spicola, Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
So we had the pernil and the
Of course.
Pasteles?
Joe Cap's house.
Make pasteles for the holidays.
I don't make them, but pateles,
Or you had family that made them during the holidays too?
they made the pateles. They made the I mean everything.
I had friends that were Puerto Rican and they always had the pasteles.
Yeah, you had the two kinds. You had the pateles that is in the wax paper, or you have it in the leaves.
Yeah.
Or the bananas.
Yeah.
And I remember someone one time made it with yuca.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's great.
Well,
Yeah,
man.
we're out of time already.
Right,
Look how fast that went.
Dude, that was
good.
funny as
It was
hell.
good.
Frank, thank you, brother. Appreciate you for being here with us. Don't hang up. I'm gonna,
we're gonna do our
wrap
thing
up.
and hang it
Yep.
and then close it out.
Get back with you.
But don't hang up. Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, for
Guys,
listening.
I appreciate it, and I just wish everybody happy holidays.
Yes.
You too.
Love, peace, baby.
Yeah, baby. See? Yeah.
There you go.
So
we
thank
go.
you, everybody, for listening. Happy holidays. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Live long and prosper.
And go vegan.
Holla. Yeah. Salsa orchestra, baby. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah. See? That was a jam. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Happy
Yes,
holidays.
Happy
Take it
holidays,
easy.
people. Be good.